Hello there and welcome to Milk Kit Reviews. I've been waiting to do this review because it's something I really wanted to give a good hard test to before I'd done it. This is the Covert18 Backpack. Now this one's in black and moss green. Right, I've given this quite a substantial test, right, and I'll be honest with you, this pack is a tactical pack in civilian clothing. Right, I am so impressed with this, you would not believe it. This has been probably the best thought out pack in the 511 range. Right, and I've got a few. Right, let me just give you a quick run through. I've got the Rush 12, 24, 72, the Moab 10, right, the tactical shoulder bag, right, and the MPC case, or say MP3 then. But this has probably been on their designing boards for a long time before this was put into production. It's everything you could possibly want in a covert pack. Just give you a quick run through of this. Right, the pack itself, there's a slight discrepancy here, and I'm going to throw a wild guess into this, but if it is important to you, I do suggest that you check this out right with 511 Direct. The pack itself, it states on the 511 website this is made out of a 500D and a 420 denier water resistant nylon, but however in the UK catalogue it states this is a 500 denier and a 240 denier. Like I say, in my opinion, right, really does not cause any problems at all with this pack, whether it's 420 or 240. Right, it's probably just a typing error. I would guess that this is a 500 and a 420. Right, but that is just my personal guess, right? But needless to say, this pack is as strong as an ox. I've had so much gear in this. In fact, my son gave it the ultimate test, right? He ran this to university for a couple of weeks with all of his bag, his books and so forth in it. And believe me, when he fills this up, you can just about pick it up. And it's still in one piece, right? It's very, very good. Right, the pack itself comes in 6 different colour combinations. I'm not going to run through them all now. If you need to know, take a look at the 511 website. Right, I'm going to run through this. It's going to take some time because, believe me, there are some features to this pack. Right, we're going to start off on the front here. Right, we'll unzip this. We've got this daisy chain type webbing down here for you to attach things to if you need to. Right, carabiners, brim locks, whatever you need. Right, you've got 2 pockets. Now you've got one this side on this zipper, which goes all the way across to here. But yet you've got another one here, which goes across to here. Right, so you've got 2 pockets there, ideal for keys, whatever you want, right? You can tuck those in there quite nicely. We move on to the next organisation pocket. I hope you can hear this with the wind. This is quite a calm day for a recent. This you can either have flat down, or you can roll this down. You need to roll it nice and tight, and it will tuck into the bottom, so it's out of the way. You've got plenty of molly in here, right, that you can attach all sorts of different, any of the molly pouches in the 511 range go straight on here with no problem at all, even behind the 3 rows of Velcro. Right, the Velcro, you can attach any type of ID badge to it. Right, if need be, you might be able to get one of the smaller pouches from the backup belt system range. Right, if you don't know what that is, take a look at the review I've done on that. Like that fit in there quite nicely. If you're in a tactical situation and you need this flap to stay down, it took me a little bit to work this out. You've actually got these internal toggles which go through. You've got 2 of those, one each side. Right, they go through and actually keep this down. Right, in addition to that, you've also got this pocket itself, right, which is quite a size. You know, it goes from the top here right down to near enough the bottom of the pack. Right, so that's a nice big pocket there for you to pop whatever you need in there. Move up to the top, we've got another little pocket up here. Right, it's got 2 zipper pulls in it, so whichever way around you're going to use it, right, away it goes. Right, now in here, right, this pocket goes down to there. Okay, right, and in here you've got a couple of pen loops, a couple of bigger pockets there. You may be able to slot your cell phone or whatever in there. Business card pocket. Right, you've got keyring attachment point in there with a little clip on it. And another bigger pocket in the top here. You've also got the ability, you can tuck that away if need be. Right, and you've got the remove, this is Velcro attached, so you can have an ID or unit badge attached. This should have it silk screened, whatever you need. But that is the same as what you got in the chameleon jacket. Right, also in the sabre jacket, it's the same as what you got in there. Right, so the good thing about that is if you've just got one or two of these printed, you can always chop them around from your jackets to your pouches, your packs even. Right, so it gives you plenty of organisation there. Right, now we're going to go on to the main compartment. You've got these compression straps each side, right, which unclip. Right, Duraflex hardware throughout on all of the 511 packs. Brilliant. All the zips that you see are YKK. I've said it before in the other reviews, I'm going to say it again now. They are the best in the world. I've never had a problem with a YKK zipper, and I know one of you is going to come back and say you have, right, but I never have had a problem with them, right, and I say no expense spared at all on that, right, from 511. Right, we move on to the inside. We've got three mesh pouches in here that all zip up. Right, they gradually get a bit, two. Right, you've got a big one at the bottom here, right, smaller one up the top. Right, you've got a padded, I've even got the label still shoved in the bottom of this, a padded laptop sleeve in here. Right, now I can get my 15-inch Toshiba in here with no problem at all, but this is properly padded. Right, we've got this webbing strap here that's Velcro attached. One thing I will say, I think this would be better if it was elastic or had an elastic panel in it, so you've got a little bit of adjustment there. Right, but it fits a 15¼ inch screen Toshiba, no problem at all. Right, we'll move on to this in a minute, but this is the fleece lined padded pocket that we've mentioned before, right, on the other Rush backpacks, but notice the difference in size on the Covert. Right, we'll go into that in a second when we move around to the outside. I'm just going to zip this up. Right, and we'll do these compression straps up. Let's move up to this pocket on the top here. Again, it's dual zippered, so no matter which way round you're wearing this, you're going to be able to undo it with no problem at all. This is huge. Right, now on the others it's big enough to get your sunglasses in, it's big enough to get your MP3 player, your iPhone, whatever you've got with you. But this is big enough for all of it. Right, it's great. Right, it's fleece lined, like I said. Right, it's nice and big. You can get anything in there that you need quickly to hand that you don't want to get scratched. Right, in it goes. But I say the good thing about it is it's dual zippered. Let's move round to the carrying side. There's a lot of people who say this is the most important part of it. When I first got my hands on this, I looked at this grab handle and thought, ugh, that's not strong enough. It is, believe me. This has carried some real weight, and that is as good as new. In fact, the whole pack is as good as new, and this has really been used a lot. The straps, as per usual with 511, right, they're ergonomically designed so they fit around your shoulders. Right, it gives you a good carrying position. Right, you've got the dual density foam in the shoulder straps, right, which gives great carrying protection. No chafes, no digs, right, no uncomfortable sores or anything from carrying this. It's been really good. Right, on these straps, this has caused quite a lot of questions, come from quite a lot of you. What are these for? You've got one on each side. Now, if you take a look on 511's website, and also in the UK catalogue, it mentions a series of quick-tacked pouches. Now, I've tried heaven and earth to find out exactly what these pouches are, and this is part of the reason why I've held off of doing this review, because I wanted to say something about it, because I know right at this point of filming, which is the 23rd of October 2011, that there are at least a couple of hundred of potential buyers that are waiting to find out what these quick tack pouches are. right, and I've sent an awful lot of emails. I've got a rough idea, but I've got no hard and fast information on that particular subject. Right, so I think it's just a case of watch this space. Hopefully with 511's design department, right, you're going to be in for a very pleasant surprise when we actually see these. I can't wait myself. I just hope that when they do, they come out in the 6 different colour combinations, because I know there's an awful lot of you that really like everything to match, right? So, you know, it'll be good, I hope, right, when it appears. Right, but that is what these are for. So please bear that in mind. Right, now, you've got an adjustable sternum strap, right, which has got 4 different attachment points on each side, so plenty of adjustability to make sure that this pack's actually going to fit you properly right once you've got it set up. Right, nice long shoulder straps. Right, now there's all of the 511 packs have got really long shoulder straps on them, and they're great. Right, they adjust nice and easily, he says. Right, pulling on them. Right, but they do adjust nice and easily. Right, and you've got an elastic loop on each of them to take care of the loose end. Let's move round to this padding. Now this padding, right, that's on the back here and also on the inside of the straps. When I first saw this, I thought, what on earth have 511 gone and done? This to me, when I first got my hands on it, did not come across as being robust. It is, and it's also a padding which at the end of the day, I mean, these holes, they're not holes, these indentations you see in it, they allow for the most fantastic levels of ventilation that I've ever had from a pack. They're nicely padded. It's on the inside of the shoulder straps as well. It's called Ballistic Mesh, and believe me, it does work. It really works. Right, no digs or anything from this whatsoever when it's being carried. Now, I'm really pleased to see this, right, 511. This anti-slip material that you have, nice big patches of those. Right, I think that stuff's great. It really does do the job. Right, especially if you're carrying this pack with just one strap over your shoulder, which is what I normally do. Right, it really does stop it sliding around an awful lot. We're going to go inside the backpack, the back panel, I should say. Again, dual zippered again. Right, this is a hydration pack. In here, you've got the plastic stiffener in there. That really does do a great job. Right, I mean, you can carry whatever you like in there. It's not going to dig in your back. Right, I have been known in the past, if I need to sit on wet ground, to actually pull the plastic out of there and use that to sit on. Hydration pack, as I said. Right, we've got, I'm sure these 2 toggles, which we have in the top here, are for attaching a certain type of bladder. Right, the bladders that I have attach on a central strap, which this has got. Right, but I say, if anybody knows what these toggles are for, please let me know. I'm sure I've got it right, but I may not have. Right, now, once you've got your bladder inside here, the tube exits. You've got a little flap in there, a little neoprene flap sitting in the top. You go round the flap and out the exit port in the top. Right, now, once you've got that, right, that then comes down through these straps on the top here, right, and dangles down whichever side you need it. One thing that I really do like, and I've met quite a few people that have fallen madly in love with this, they're so well concealed. Oh, there they are. Right, I'm having trouble finding them. Now this pack's upside down. Each side of the back pad, you've got a hidden pocket that runs up here. Right, and in there you can carry your quick cuffs. Right, you can easily get 2 in each side. There's another one of these over this side. Right, so at the end of the day, right, you probably can carry more than 2 in each side, in all honesty. Right, but that's there. Now, it wouldn't be a 511 pack if it didn't have hidden compartments, would it? Now, if you were carrying this on your shoulder, right, all you need to do is to spin it round, and this is ambidextrous, and I say this, I've said it before, I'm left-handed and I have huge problems with finding things that are great for left-handers. every 511 pack I've got is. In here you have a hidden pocket. Like I say, it wouldn't be 511 if it didn't have something hidden, would it? Right, straight away, this is big. Look, goes right down to the bottom here. Right, you've got another one of these zippers on the other side. Right, in fact, if I can find it, where's it gone? There it is. Right, goes right the way through. Right, now this, let's take this off, works with these backup belt system compatible. Inside here you have a Velcro panel, right, which any of the backup belt system pouches will adhere to with no problem at all. One thing I will say, excuse me, with using this sort of stuff, I would like to see that Velcro panel all the way from top to bottom, because in that way you can have a selection of backup belt pouches in there, which at the end of the day would really tick all the boxes. But having that one big panel there, it does suit the job, right? There's no ifs or buts about it. But I just like a little bit of selection there, right? If we can have that a bit longer, that would be brilliant. 511, absolutely top notch. Let's just do these up. Last but not least, right, we've got these mesh side pouch pockets, right? Great for water bottles, right? That's what I carry in them. Right, there's one on each side. We've got a buckle on each side for a waist strap. Right, and again, this is not the sort of pack that I'd use a waist strap on, but some of you might want to. Don't know why you don't get one with it, but you don't. Right, probably there's been a bit of thought go into that. How many people would use it? Not many, so at the end of the day we won't supply it. You can always find something to put on yourself. Right, drainage holes in the bottom, just in case you get caught in a downpour. This itself has been wet many, many times, and again, I've got to turn around and say it has never leaked. Right, my son would soon scream if his work got wet or his laptop got soaked. Right, no problems at all with it. If you've got any questions at all in relation to this or any of the other products, right, please drop me a line. If I don't know the answer, well, I'm sure I'll be able to find it for you. Thanks for watching. I hope you find the review useful. Right, if you've got any questions, again, ask and I'll try and answer them for you. Excuse me. Please subscribe to the channel. There's a few more reviews to come up. Right, I'm running out of kit that I've got kicking around at the moment. Right, so at the end of the day, there's a couple more things I've got to do. I've got to do a shirt and I think a pair of, I've got some old cotton shirts, right, the tactical shirts I've had for 6 years. Right, I'm going to review those soon. Right, my 511 wristwatch, right, that's definitely coming up. Right, please fire away. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.